Yo, welcome back everybody to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle video. My name is Niles, and today we are going to be showing off the Super Saiyan God Gokus at 100%. Now, the only unit that I am going to leave out is the physical type. I will probably do a separate showcase for that card. He's a little bit different of a unit considering he is a support unit. So, nonetheless, we're going to be comparing the intelligence followed by the AGL and STR in no order for the overall ranking. I'll give my ranking a little bit later on, but just for now, we'll test out the first card that did get a Dokkan Awaken. Now, just unfortunately, this card did not pick up Fierce Battle. This card does have Shattering the Limit, but it's not too big of a deal. His passive is actually pretty good comparatively speaking to his counterparts. Now, as long as you are above that 30% restriction, you will get an automatic attack and defense up 80%. So really what that helps out with is if you are in a first turn rotation slot and you are getting attacked before you are even able to get your attack off, you should theoretically be able to tank, if not take a little bit of damage, having that 30% restriction. Now, if you are below that, well, you're probably going to suffer it from, so definitely be careful where you place this card. So pretty much overall, the only thing that this card is missing is the Fierce Battle link. He still does pick up Godly Power, which does make up for it, and this card unfortunately does not have the Kaioken effect. So nonetheless, we'll bring him into battle and we'll take this going against Boss Rush on the Super Saiyan 4 Goku with some neutral type of damage. I know the agility type will have type advantage, but mainly we're going to be looking at the advantages and disadvantages and just how high this 12 key multiplier can get overall. So sit tight, we'll be right back. So for this instance in particular, it really doesn't matter too much if I float him off rotation. We're just going to be Shattering the Limit right here from my knowledge. So we'll put him within the first spot. Keep in mind, we do have that 30% restriction. So overall, right now, we're looking at 194,000 roughly and 80,000 worth of defense. So that is pretty respective for a Shattering the Limit type of unit. We'll have Godly Power. Keep in mind, we have the defense up 20% and as well as the attack from the Whis. We also have the King Kami, which is 5% more, sitting at 25% attack and defense. So we're looking around 980k, which is pretty good if I must say, landing a 1.2 million critical on neutral type damage. So overall, I feel like people should not really write off the intelligence right off the bat. It's a really good unit. So what I'm going to try to do is we will float off the Kaioken Goku because I feel like I said, that is probably the intelligence and AGL's best linking partner. We'll discuss with the STR best linking partner, but I'm pretty sure you can guess it. But for now, hopefully Super Saiyan Blue Vegito does not show off, and if you are on global, feel free to let me know in the comment section below, who are you summoning for? I know it's out for the Rose and Vegito Blue banner, so hopefully you guys are able to at least pick up one of them. Feel free to let me know in the comment section below. Tweet me your polls overall. I will retweet them out as soon as possible. So for this instance, right, we'll have Godly Power, and we're gonna float. Actually, we're gonna float off Omen Ultra Instinct. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but we're really not gonna see Super Saiyan. Now, keep in mind, it is a 10% link, so would have been a little bit higher, but this is probably gonna be one of his best rotations. Well, so we'll have the Godly Power link. We're gonna be looking at 176k and around 71,000 worth of defense. Hopefully you are enjoying this. We're going to hop on to the AGL type next. We're going to try to keep this roughly around a 15-minute video. Least lowering the attack right there. I have means of maxing him out eventually, but can we land another crit on neutral type? Not bad though. 500k. What do you expect? This is a Shattering the Limit type of unit. If he did pick up Fierce Battle, most likely this card would have been around that 1 mil multiplier. So what I'm going to do is we will try to avoid getting super attacked as much as possible. We'll try to at least, we'll try to survive this. We're going to try to keep that 30% HP mark, so I might as well just utilize a Sensu Bean. Just try to get some health back, because I do have a feeling that we are at least going to be able to get super attacked at least once or twice. Would appreciate the level 5 free dodge, which looks like it's not going to happen, but nonetheless, we're still able to tank that just because Omen Ultra Instinct Goku is an absolute beast, and hopefully Jiren does get a Dokkan Awaken eventually, because I would like to run the AGL type eventually, considering he does have that Tournament of Power category, which these cards just do not pick up. No additional attacks would be quite nice, please. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito is an absolute monster, regardless of having a pretty weak link set, just in my personal opinion. So what we'll do right here is we'll have Godly Power right here. So I think we're going to put Whis right here. I would have liked to show the tanking capabilities, but, well, you can see right there, he's still at 71k, comparatively speaking to the Kaioken Goku, which is a fierce battle unit. So for now, we'll put him in the middle just because I kind of want to see the highest attack stat that he can get. We're looking around 191, so this should be pretty good. And then we'll have Kaioken just floating at the end. Now the Whis, you know, he'll be all right. I did give him an 11 a level dodge, but it doesn't look like it's kicking off. 89k worth of damage. There's that crit from Whis-san and no dodge. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. 960k, this will be his last attack. We will move on to the AGL type right afterward. Landed that additional attack. So it looks like the highest that we are going to see from him right now is at least just sitting under that 1 mil mark. So now we're going to be hopping onto the AGL Goku, which is my personal favorite. So sit tight, we'll be right back. All right, and we are back for the AGL type. Now, in no order am I really ranking this. I will give it overall at the end, but this is a pretty ideal rotation if you do ask me. So what I'll do is we're actually going to keep on Kaioken Goku, just because, well, he does have Fierce Battle. Like the AGL type and the STR, it's a little bit different from the intelligence type. So as long as you launch off a super attack, you will get an attack and defense 80%. Now, his 12 key multiplier is 2% higher than the intelligence and STR type. He has a 142%. This card, after his Dokkan Awaken, does pick up a unlimited Kaioken effect. So every time you launch off an attack, you're going to see its stack eventually higher. So pretty much this card will be probably the hardest hitting overall, but that's not necessarily going to make him the best candidate. Now for his stats overall, it's absurd. I'd say this is probably the most aesthetically pleasing looking attacks, considering he has roughly 2000k more defense than the other types. Attack is a little bit less, comparatively speaking, to the intelligence and the STR type. HP is roughly the same, but the main reason why I like this card is because, well, the card art, can't complain. Hands down, probably one of the best in the game. He also picks up the Tournament of Power category, which will make him absolutely lethal when eventually the Jiren gets a Dokkan Awaken, because that card also has Godly Power, most likely will pick up Fierce Battle, and he also does have Shocking Speed, so that will coincide with one another. So realistically, this is going to look pretty nice. So hopefully the Kaioken Goku does not show off with 2 additional attacks. It would be really appreciated. We're going to go ahead and look at what it's like for the first stack. We're looking at 137,000 comparatively speaking to Kaioken's at 183. One is a percentage base and one is a flat attack boost, but keep in mind we're going to see a pretty big significant attack increase every time we launch off a super attack. So let's go ahead and check it out. We'll have Super Saiyan and Fierce Battle, as well as Kamehameha and Whis' support passive. So please, Kaioken every single time you launch off an additional attack. Probably going to see around that 1 mil. Yeah, 1.2 from the start. So you can tell, woo, hey, neutral tight damage, 1.5 mil crit. This card is definitely going to be probably the hardest hitting card, like I said, over time. So keep that in mind. And really, you know, what benefits this card is, I would say, well, he does have Super Saiyan, which is quite nice, right? He's going to be linking up with Kaioken and Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, but realistically, passive, as long as you launch off the super attack, can be a little bit in your favor. Keep in mind, in instances where you're getting attacked in the first rotation, the intelligence type will be naturally be able to tank it, but realistically, it looks like, you know, attack kind of what rules this game, and you really need to do a lot of damage in order to beat these events. You can brag about having defense all day, but Attack's what's eventually going to knock down the enemy. Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, please, no additional attacks. It would be nice to at least have one more type advantage type of scenario. So right here, we'll have Kami get attacked. Now, probably, you know, you're most likely not going to run him. You will run an LR Goku Black or any other card for that matter. But we wanted to get some support units right here. So what we'll do is we'll have Godly Power. So I'm going to kind of... It's going to be a little bit difficult. So what I'll do right here is we're going to miss Godly Power, but I unfortunately just do not realistically want to get a super attack. So I'm going to float off Super Saiyan just for the sake of the showcase right here. We're going to look at his attack stack right now. This will be his second turn. So now we're looking at 149,000. Keep in mind we have no support. And we should still be pretty good. As long as the Omen Ultra Instinct Goku does not launch off an additional attack, it would be quite nice. There we go. Thank you so much. We're looking at around 1.1 with no support right now. So regardless, landing 1.1 worth of damage. Now hopping onto Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So I do appreciate you sticking around, guys. It does mean a lot. What we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to have that restriction, right? We will not have a restriction. So it really doesn't matter how much we do get attacked right here. But I kind of want to split up everything so I do not take out Super Saiyan 4 Goku. So we're going to split this up. We're going to rotate Vegito Blue off. It looks like we have Omen, we have Kami, and we have the Super Saiyan Agility Goku on the next rotation. So this is going to be a little bit skewed. Keep in mind, we're not going to have Super Saiyan right now, but it's going to be okay. We get Super Attack right here. Can Omen dodge? No, he cannot. We actually might go below that 50% restriction. So we might actually see a transformation in this battle. But like I said, if you guys want to see any other comparisons on this channel, guys, feel free to let me know in the comments section below. I always do take recommendations. Please do not crit. Oh, it would be so appreciated. Oh, thank you so much. And there we go. Okay. Bring on the agility type. We'll have a support passive right now. So I'm pretty much going to be going for blood. So we'll launch off a super attack right here. We're looking at 898,000. Probably the highest that we've seen. The only thing we're not showing right here is Super Saiyan, so we probably would have saw a little bit over around that 200k mark. We'll get the super attack off right here just because Kami's at the end. We got to be a little bit careful. So let's go ahead and see what he can do naturally with the defense, not even launching off a super attack, which enables him to get that 80% defense up. Doing around 19k at 1.2. Looking around 1.1 mil. I was hoping for the additional attack, but nonetheless, it looks like the AGL Goku inevitably will be the hardest hitter. Like I said, keep in mind, it doesn't mean he is the best card. But now we're going to be hopping onto the STR type, and we will discuss his advantages and disadvantages. So sit tight. We'll be right back. Now, last but not least is the STR type. Now, what makes this card extremely incredible is he does have the first awakened link. Now that is quite the lethal link if you do ask me. Card unfortunately does not have Kamehameha. He has a unique super attack which is kind of like the Dragon Fist, but this card has the first awaken. Now what makes this card really good is its 25% up attack. So you're going to be mainly sharing this with the Omen Ultra Instinct Goku. The only downside of the STR type and Omen Ultra Instinct Goku is the lack of Super Saiyan. So that is a little bit of a hinder. So you're going to get minus 10%, but we'll have him in the middle right here for this instance with Super Saiyan Blue Vegito. So we will at least be able to get that off. So what I'll do, try to avoid the super attack right here. Now, what also makes this card quite unique is he does not have the Kaioken effect, but nonetheless still raises attack and defense by 30% for 3 turns with the super attack. So keep in mind, it's a 30% boost. It is not a Kaioken effect, but still, you should still see this card be able to at least achieve numbers over that 1 mil. Respectively, this card is probably better overall for the beginning part of the battle. So really, it's kind of up to you what you want to run. Now, he does not pick up the Tournament of Power category, but nonetheless, you still obviously can run him on type of any hero team, or really anything for that matter. You're still going to be pretty viable. We're looking at 1.2. We'll probably see a little bit higher results eventually when we do get a support unit. But I really like this card. The First Awakened Link is really underlooked. I'll probably be doing a showcase of all the First Awakens, but it's going to be a little bit later on. So now hopping onto the Great Ape. So what we'll do is I think I kind of want to have Whis on the next rotation with them. So I think we'll be okay. So what we'll do is, since we do not have a restriction on the HP, most likely gonna float on right through with this rotation, considering we do have Kami with the attack and defense up 25%, and Kaioken Goku does have type advantage. But realistically, what it's looking like is the intelligence type's best partner is having a Super Saiyan and the Whis, because they do have the godly power. I'd say for the AGL type, you want to keep Kaioken on rotation with having Whis as a support unit, and eventually, maybe you can float on Jiren, you can float on the STR Beerus, you can float on a bunch of cards, and I'd say for at least the STR type, you want to at least keep him on with Omen Ultra Instinct Goku, and you do want to have that godly power link, right? You also do want to have a support, so what we'll do is we'll have Whis on rotation, so it's probably going to be the highest result that we'll see. We're looking around that 186k attack and 50,000 worth of defense right now. Keep in mind, it's definitely going to increase. So let's go ahead and look at how high his attack can get. Right now, we're looking at 1.3, so really, that's probably going to be one of the best scenarios at the moment. You can either have a support like Whis, or you could rotate on a Super Saiyan for that 10%. So realistically, this card is probably, I would rate, now that we are at the end of the battle, I would realistically rate this card. Can I skip a super attack right here? Yes. Okay, we'll do this. We will do this since it's unavoidable. And then we'll do this. Okay, back on track. Now, we're at the end of this video, so I'm probably going to rank them in order of being the intelligence type. We have the AGL type, and then I would say the STR type. For the STR type, I rank him at number 1, just because the First Awakened Link. Not to mention, you do get a really good passive from the start with the super attack, so results are definitely going to be a little bit better for the start of the turn. But if you are looking for higher numbers per se, the AGL Goku is definitely going to be the contender, considering he does have a 2% higher 12 key multiplier, not to mention he does have the Kaioken effect, and even though he has Kamehameha, which is really only a 2500 attack up, which is a flat attack boost, it still gives him the slight advantage. But for the First Awakened Link, I would rate this Goku probably the best. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I know that I did not mean to put this in any order, but if you do disagree with me, that is okay. It also depends on what's in your box and kind of what's your favorite art. Realistically, ooh, 1.4, oh my lord. Holy crap, 700k worth of attack, and naturally, he's able to defend no problem. No, just unfortunately, this card did not get any criticals, but he had the highest multiplier that I can see right now. Having that First Awakened Link is quite lethal. Can we get another dodge? No dodge right here. 39k with the defense, and we'll get attack one more time. We'll end this battle right here, so I do appreciate it. So, like I said, how I would rate this is I would rate the STR type, I would rate the agility type, and then I would put the intelligence at number 3. Personally, my favorite is the AGL type. I am pretty keen on having big numbers, but like I said, having that support super attack passive is quite nice, not to mention First Awakened, and realistically, he will be the best overall from the start of the turn. But nonetheless, guys, my name is Niles. Hopefully you did enjoy this showcase and you did learn something from this. We'll try to bring more content as the week approaches, but keep in mind, I am in the process of moving. But yo, till the next one, my friends, you stay safe. Peace out.